What's up, card family? Awesome card community out there. Spidey of the Aranya Boys coming to you from the Spidey Den. And today, I'm starting a new series. So today is my Cardmunity Stories, Episode 1. Okay, and in this new series, I will be telling different stories about my YouTube journey, starting from the beginning to current. It's not all going to be in order, it's going to jump around. And the main stars of the story is going to be the Cardmunity. And at the end of the video, there'll be a special message for the stars of the story. So, stars of the story, you guys wait for the message. But anyway, episode 1. My first live chat experience. Okay. Stars are Jimmy Gunz of the Gunz Show. And Eloy the Goat. Okay. We're going to take you back to, I'm going to say March 2019. Barely had my channel for a month. I'm kind of new. So I'm subbing up some channels, checking out channels that are interesting. Come across Jimmy Gunz channel. Alright. First video of Jimmy Gunz I ever watched. He's talking about Garbage Pail Kids. Vintage Garbage Pail Kids. And man, first of all, I just kind of like how, he's talking about it and everything. He's kind of not like all the other guys. He's kind of, a little, rugged with it and stuff. Like, not really trying to be technical, just talking about his stuff. And I'm like, yes. I was like, wow. I was like, dude, I collect Garbage Pail Kids too, and I got some vintage ones. Well, he was doing a list of what he needed. He was almost complete with the set and everything, so I made a comment. Which ones do you need? And, like a good YouTuber, I got a reply back, and I'm like, alright. And he goes, dude, he's like, the list is in the description. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, man, what's a description? And I can't remember. This is 4 years ago now, so some of the details are foggy. And whichever ones I kind of get a little miss out of place, hopefully the other guys, they might know and remember what I'm talking about. So anyway, yeah, like I said, they might be, but we're going to say March 2019. So, Three Rivers Sports Card, Andy. Love the guy. Kindness is contagious. Him and Sebastian Select were having a live stream. So I pop into the live stream. I'm like, cool, I'm going to hang out in the live stream. And so we're in a live stream. And in this live stream, Jimmy Gunz and Eloy the Goat both have blue wrenches. Now I'm new and everything. Like I commented on Andy stuff, and I know Three Rivers and Sebastian. I comment, but I don't have a blue wrench. I'm new, so I come in, I see how the thing's going, and I don't know Eloy the Goat. I mean, I've heard people talk about him at that point, but I didn't know him, and I see people talking to him, and I'm trying to pay attention to what Andy and Sebastian are saying, and I'm trying to pay attention to the chat and everything. And here, I'm thinking about saying something to Jimmy, but at the same point, I'm thinking, man, it was kind of a mess. I commented on his Garbage Pail Kids, and I was such a noob and dumb. I didn't even know what a description was. So he probably thinks I'm dumb because I asked him what he needed, and here he had it in the description. But I was so new, I didn't know what a description was. So here, I think that he pretty much thinks I'm a dummy at this point. So, but I'm in there, I'm thinking about saying something to him. And there's this other channel the young kid, I think his name was like Duran World. Matter of fact, I'm positive it was Duran World. That's the name that I'm thinking of, because I just, after 4 years, I hadn't seen this channel around the last couple years, and I was in Diamond Princess's live and seen him, so they kind of brought this all back to my mind. And um, the thing about back then, you had a lot of young kids and people that would come into the live streams and they just beg for free cards and beg for this and beg for that, and of course the person who was having live had to deal with it, you know. And I never really kind of, I always ignored them, or kind of just laughed the young kids off. But Jimmy, I think Jimmy put him on a timeout and everything, and then was talking about, telling him, this and that, and, pretty much being firm with him. And, I was like, man, that's a little rough, so I don't have a Blue Ranger, so I don't want to say nothing, because Jimmy put me on timeout, because he already thinks I'm a bonehead, so I was being pretty quiet during that live. And here, all of a sudden, Eloy started, like, in my view, what I was seeing, I'm new. I don't know how the flow of the live chats or how the guys interact with each other. But from what I was seeing, he defended the young kid. And he was throwing jabs at Jimmy and everything like that. And I'm like, oh, wow. Like, Eloy, and then Jimmy would give it back to him. I'm like, oh, and me, like a dummy, like a noob, I'm thinking, oh my goodness. I was like, dang. I was like, yeah. I was like, I wouldn't have quite went there, and I wouldn't have called them names. I wouldn't have said that, but defending the kid, that's cool. I'm for that. Go ahead, Eloy. And they're back and forth, and everything like that. And I'm like, man, I was like, that was pretty wild. I mean, a lot of name calling. They're nothing severe, but stuff that actually friends would actually do. But to a noob, you wouldn't know that. So, after this live stream, I am like super. I just loved what Eloy did. He stuck up for this young kid. He didn't care what Jimmy said. He took everything that Jimmy was saying and everything. So I'm like, man. Dude, that's like hero status, dude. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to contact Eloy. I want to send him a care package and start a connection. This guy got the kind of heart that, so I contacted him. And I think, Eloy, you'll probably remember this. Sent him a message. I was like, hey, what you did in that live stream, I really admire that. I think that was awesome that you stuck up for that kid and everything. I was like, you got a little rough in there between y'all two. And but I would like to send you some cars, do blah blah blah, start this and that, start a connection. I admire what you did. so here, he's nice as could be. He's just going with it. But already Jimmy Gunz pretty much thinks I'm a because I don't know what a description is. And now here I'm saying, man, I admire what you did, Eloy. I subscribe to your channel. Matter of fact, that's how I subscribed to Eloy's channel. Woo! And everything. And here, talking to other YouTubers to find out, they're buddies. They call each other names and play with each other like that all the time. That was just a normal, regular, cool day for them. So after I find this out, I'm like, oh my gosh. So now Jimmy thinks I'm a dummy, and he's friends with Eloy, and I just went to him, and I totally didn't understand what they were doing. I thought it was real, and he's thinking, boy, that guy's a dummy. So now I got these two guys that think I'm a dummy, straight up think I'm a dummy, and honestly, that's what's in my head. They never said, ever, hey, Spidey, you're a dummy. They've never ever said that to me, But from those interactions, from them little things, and these are my first ones on YouTube, These are YouTube mistakes, man. Just straight up YouTube mistakes. I got this thing in my head that they just thought I was dumb. So whenever I put this thought into my head, it made me feel, I felt like embarrassed. I embarrassed myself with these two. So therefore, I kind of felt like there's no way that I can get these two to like me. Showed them I'm pretty much a dummy. I pretty much don't get it. I'm a dummy. I pretty much showed these two awesome channels that, that everybody at whenever I started up, everybody, these two channels, Eloy the Goat, Jimmy Gunz, they were the bomb. They were the hot ticket in my YouTube experience coming on, and here they both think I'm a dummy because I just, take it the wrong way. I don't, this and that. And with that embarrassment, I never really tried to go back and go to him and say, hey man, sorry, I'm a dummy. This got a little mixed up. I never really tried to go, and I lost at least a good, I'd say maybe a year or so of time where I could have been really, really good friends with them because of this idea that I put in my head because of my just misunderstandings and everything. But those were my first interactions with two awesome channels 4 years ago. But that's how I was feeling. I felt like I embarrassed myself. And that caused me to not try to work on those connections. And the moral of the story is, I am a dummy. Because that was all in my head. I did that to myself. These dudes, straight up, are, for one, they're passionate, trustworthy. They love this Cardmunity. They love the hobby. And here, because of misconceptions in my head, I stayed away. So I'm the dummy. So never go off with just assumptions in your head. Reach out. Talk to someone. And I can happily say, 4 years later, I love Jimmy Gunz. I love Eloy the Goat. And I'm not sure if they love me, but I know y'all like me. So that was the story of my first live stream. Not understanding. I was a noob. 2 awesome channels that I goofed with. 2 awesome channels, but that was my first experience with those 2 channels. Okay. That is a true story. Like I said, there might be a little bit of fudge in there, but it's pretty good to my knowledge. The other guys will let you know. Now for the personal message. Jimmy, I love you. Eloy, I absolutely love you. Everything you do for everyone, you guys are fantastic. You guys have been around for quite a while. And I'm just coming up. I just got to 1,600 subs. And I want to do a big celebration for the Cardmunity. I want to do a big giveaway. Can't do it right away this month because I got a card crew giveaway that's starting tomorrow. Cheap plug. But whenever in April I want to do a giveaway, $400 giveaway, but I want it to be special. So I want you and Eloy and 2 other channels to be a part of it, because my giveaway prizes are gonna be pretty much credit to the Gunz show. I mean, come on. That's almost like two prizes in one. You get to go to the Gunz show, and you get to spend money at the Gunz show. That would be phenomenal. Not to mention it would help anyone, like, I don't know if there is anybody, but anyone who's watching me, see you, see Eloy. I'd also do a credit to Eloy so they can go and see a goat break. That's also like a 2-for-1. You guys were two awesome channels when I first started. I've talked to both of you. I admire you. You guys have inspired me many a times on my journey. And I would love for you guys to be a part of my 1,600 subscriber celebration, because you guys mean a lot to me. And that is episode 1, live chat. So if you guys do not know who Eloy the Goat and Jimmy Gunz are, I don't know where you've been, but I'll definitely have a little thing down in the description so you guys can go check them out. And in honor of Jimmy, we're gonna just tweak the ending. Go out there, be a light in someone's life. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great day.